So the Euro final is going to be Belgium over the Netherlands. I've had the Belgium against the Netherlands as the matchup before. I initially had the Netherlands win the final, but it's actually going to be Belgium that's going to win the final, and it has everything to do with Corona and Brexit, and I'll explain everything here in this video. This is Eden Hazard time. This is Eden Hazard time to prove people wrong. And in the initial poll, I'm going to show you the initial poll here for the Euro. I mean, lots of people believe that either France or Germany or any of these other teams are going to win. I mean, 61% are going with the field, and then 15% with Portugal, and then lots of people on France. But why not France? England and France were traditionally colonial rivals. They competed with each other for land and resources. They hated each other, so that's why the French cannot win in British soil. But this is the time now. You know, Belgium in their golden generation lost to France in the semifinals of the World Cup, the world champions. Belgium defeated Brazil. So this is a team that ends up getting closer. Meanwhile, the Netherlands are trying to win the final. They lost the UEFA League of Nations final over at Porto. This is a minor tournament compared to the Continental Cup and the World Cup, but nonetheless, the Netherlands show what kind of team they're able to be. What's interesting here about the Netherlands is that, number one, their logo is a lion with an orange badge. Now, the interesting thing about the lion is that the final is going to be hosted at Wembley. And the national team of England, they play their games over at Wembley, and they are known as the Three Lions. And so this is why we're going to see a lion team in this Euro final, the Netherlands. But it doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to win. Now, I want to show you another thing, too. The Belgium Coat of Arms, interesting enough, features 3 lions. And when I click on this, I want you to see it. So there's a lion in the middle, and there are 2 lions on the side. So this is the 3 lions. The 3 lions is why you have to go with Belgium. It has to do with the coat of arms. Now, the coronavirus is significant too, because it's corona that's translated to crown from Spanish. What's interesting about that is that the manager of Belgium, Roberto Martinez, he is Spanish, so he knows that corona is crown in his native language. This is why Belgium is going to win. Now, notice that corona is crown. The coronavirus is known as the crown virus. The Royal Belgian Football Association, they have that crown on top of their federation logo. And then when you look at Eden Hazard, right? This is Eden Hazard moment. The narration is going to call for Eden Hazard to win the Euro while with Real Madrid. And then the question will be, is he able to win the Champions League? And the Real Madrid is really Royal Madrid, and Real Madrid have the crown on their logo, and this is really strong symbology. Take a look at the current Belgian logo right now for their national team. They have the crown on top of this logo, and so Roberto Martinez being Spanish, Hazard playing for Real Madrid with their crown logo, Belgium having the crown, this Euro canceled because of the coronavirus. It only means that it has to be Belgium. And the interesting thing is that the Belgium and the Netherlands border each other. They were traditional rivals. I don't have the link right here, but let me show you something with the corona here. Belgium, Netherlands, football rivalry. There's a whole article on Wikipedia, but these 2 nations were traditional rivals. Belgium is trying to win their first trophy in their history. The Netherlands won the Euro competition in 1988, and they're trying to win their second title. The Netherlands also lost 3 World Cups. So let me exit out of Brazil here. Coat of Arms explained everything perfectly here. And now continuing on with the gematria calculator. I want you to notice that the Belgian national team, their nickname is the Red Devils. Now, there is a team in England called Manchester United, the Red Devils. The interesting thing about Matthijs de Ligt is that he played in a Europa League final against the English team called the Red Devils. He lost. So, unfortunately for my man Matthijs de Ligt on Juventus, he's going to be losing a final against the Red Devils over at England. We're talking about the Europa League. So, not the Netherlands. The Netherlands last won in 1988. 1988 is a 26 year. Now, the interesting thing about this is that it is Euro 2020 that got canceled, and now instead we have Euro 21. Euro 21, Devils, virus, equals 26. But then when you look at Euro 2021, London, this is the spelling of London in Dutch. So London in Dutch equals 64-28. It's Euro 2021. And how about Divock Origi? He scored in the Champions League final. He's Belgian, and he plays for Liverpool FC. When you notice that Virgil van Dijk plays for Liverpool, it's interesting because it's Liverpool FC that has gematria 61, and this is where you're getting Divock Origi and some other guys I'm sure that I've left out here. So any more Liverpool guys? I mean, not Dries Mertens. Dries Mertens of Napoli is another fantastic player, by the way. Virgil van Dijk. How can I forget Georginio Wijnaldum, man? Georginio Wijnaldum for Liverpool is going to be playing another final in this final. There's 3 players, and this would be 61 years after the first final being played for the Euro competition. Liverpool FC has gematria of 61. And so maybe this is, this is pretty symbolic here. And the interesting thing about Corona being the crown virus is that it's crown that has gematria of 28. It is also Eden Hazard. Eden has gematria of 28. Now, this is going to have a really big connection with Brexit. Keep that on the back area of your head. Now, the official language of the final is English because it's being played over at London. It's interesting that it's title that equals 21 in the year 21. The fact that it's Corona that's 66 and 30. The fact that it's Holland that is 66 and 30. Now, when we talk about Italian, this is the epicenter. It is also the fact that defenders Stefan de Vrij and Matthijs de Ligt both play in Serie A for Internazionale and Juventus, and also they have a guy from Atalanta Bergamo Calcio. So I think that's a reason why. It's England that's 57 and 30. This final being played at England after the coronavirus. De Ligt has gematria 57 and 30. How about Romelu Lukaku? Romelu is 30. He's trying to play in the UEFA Super Cup over at Porto if he can win the Europa League final with Inter Milan, but also Porto is where the Netherlands played in the final in the UEFA League of Nations final. It was played at Cristiano Ronaldo's territory against the defending European champions. More to come with that game. Now, I want you to notice that the Netherlands is going to be playing in the final 33 years later from 1988. There is a reason for this. Brexit has gematria of 33. Now, the reason why Belgium are in the final is because Great Britain left the European Union on January the 31st of 2020. Now, the meeting place for all of the commissions of the European Union, all of these people meet over at the capital city of Belgium, which is Brussels. This is the capital of Belgium, as you see right here. And the fact that the European Union meets at Brussels, the capital of Belgium, is a symbolic Brexit tribute for Belgium playing in the final over at London. I think that is not a coincidence at all. This is why the Orange are going to be playing in the final again 33 years later. And they're going to be playing against Belgium. It's Belgium that's 33, and it is Belgium that's going to be playing in the Stadium of the Three Lions, and also the Netherlands is called the Lions. It's Lions at 69. But the team that's named the Lions traditionally loses finals in the World Cup, 0 for 3. Lions and loser equals 69 and 24. 2020 Euro title and Orange Lions of the Netherlands. We do not have a 2020 Euro title anymore. And this is where you're getting the Pythagorean gematria of the Netherlands also. But the first title for the Belgians would occur against their traditional rivals, the Netherlands. And the interesting thing about Belgium is that they declared independence from the Netherlands in the year 30. In the year 1830, Belgium declared independence from the Netherlands. And so it would be pretty poetic if they win their first trophy in their history against their biggest rival. First equals 27. Orange equals 63-27. 2020 Euro. So the plan always involved putting the Orange in the final. How about the Gianluigi Buffon, the Iker Casillas, the Manuel Neuer needed for Belgium? Thibaut Courtois. Thibaut is 27. Courtois is 120. It is Netherlands that's 120. It's also not a coincidence that it is European Union and it is Belgium that both equal 69, and Belgium is where they host all the European commissions and all that. But this is why the Netherlands are going to be playing in a Euro final 33 years later against their neighbors, the Belgians. Alrighty, so I broke down the Corona tribute with Belgium, the Brexit tribute with the national team from the capital of Brussels playing in the capital of Great Britain, and that may symbolize something that, hey, you're going to need the European Union, Great Britain. You're going to need help if you're fully independent. That may be really symbolic in its way as well, but definitely Brexit and Brussels and Belgium are underlying tribute, as well as the Corona tribute with the Spanish manager, with Real Madrid and Eden Hazard, and with the crowns over on the Belgian Coat of Arms, the Three Lions. It's all making lots and lots of sense right now. Kevin De Bruyne, coronavirus, 155. It's coronavirus, and it is Dutch that equals 56. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean that the Dutch are going to be winning their 56th game against the Belgians in the Europa final. It may be Belgium winning their 42nd game in this Euro final. And now continuing on, it's 2021. That's a 41 year. The Devils has gematria 41. The Red Devils, once again, is who the Belgians are. Red Devils 98 and 44. Champions 98 and 44. How about Kevin De Bruyne, Manchester City, and all these cups that he won over at Manchester City? More dominance from Kevin De Bruyne. Man City, Wembley has gematria of 85 and 31. How about the fact that Hazard plays for Madrid? Now Hazard has gematria of 31. Recall that Belgium got knocked out by France on July the 10th of 2018. The amount of time from July the 10th of 2018 to the day of the final on July the 11th of 2020 is going to be a time span of, where is it? Let me just put in the date of that semifinal. So Eden Hazard, 2021. I did this. Let me get this all together. So Eden Hazard is going to be winning the trophy 3 years and a day after losing the semifinal to France. This connects with the gematria of Hazard as well as Wembley. I'll talk about ages here in a second. Another thing that I need to talk about, let me get rid of these crowns here, just clean this up here. I already talked about that, I already talked about Brussels. Belgium decree independence in the year 30. That connects to Corona. I talked about this. Okay, so we're cleaning this up a bit. And the Netherlands. How did the Netherlands become the lions? The lion, historical symbol that stood. The Charles V, the King of Spain, the Holy Roman Emperor, first used a lion during his reign. That is known as the Netherlands. The animal became a prominent symbol in the coat of arms of Netherlands. The Dutch declared independence from the Holy Roman Empire in the King of Spain. So this is why this is why the Netherlands played Spain during the 2010 World Cup final. Also, the Dutch colonized and oppressed Africans, so they got punished in that way for that World Cup final over there. The Dutch final first made its way in a 3-1 win over Belgium. So more history associated with the lion. This is why we're going to see the Netherlands in the World Cup final, in the Euro final, I should say. But pretty fitting if Hazard wins this Euro trophy that Portugal is the defending champions. I think this is highly relatable with the Euro final. And now player ages. Let me just talk about that. The 3 lions, coat of arms, and all this, and the crown there on the logo. I mean, that really takes the icing in the cake. Now let me just talk about players on the Euro champion here. Thibaut Courtois. He's going to turn 28. He's going to be 29 years old next year. Thibaut Courtois. Once again, the final is London. London is 29, and they lost to France in the World Cup. France is 29. So the story revolves around the Golden Generation, which began in 2013, which is a 33 year. It is also 33 years later that the Dutch are going to be playing in the Euro final again. (9-10, 9-2), that's 21. Gematria of title, 23, 28. Its crown, that's 28. Birthday numerology, 28. Thibaut Courtois. We have Toby's here. 9-10, 9-8, 27. Okay, that's 32. Axel Witsel of Borussia Dortmund. Birthday numerology of 31. That's 3, that's 4, that's 5, that's 14, that's 22, that's 31. Gematria of Wembley. Carrasco. 22, 26, that's 35. Okay, nothing there. Eden Hazard. Born on a birthday numerology of 28. He is going to be 30 years old next year. The Gematria of Corona. Dries Mertens of Napoli. 25, that's 30, that's 36. Nothing with 36, 22, 23, 26, 31. Gematria of Wembley for Romelu Lukaku. Divock Origi, 24, 25, 29. Let's see, that's 37. Player ages. Divock Origi, 30 years of age. Romelu Lukaku, 28 years of age. Gematria of Corona. Yes, Kevin De Bruyne, Gematria is going to turn 30 years old during the Euro competition. Let me go to 2020. And by the way, how you know the Netherlands are going to play Portugal? They played on the final over on June the 9th. That can be written out as 6-9. And yes, that is the Gematria of Belgium, having Gematria of 69. So one more thing here to document, to show you guys. 2020 Euro, and it's going to show me the date numerology of the final. July the 11th of 2021. That's 7. 11 does not reduce. 2021 is a 5-year. That is a 23 day. That is a 5 day in numerology. Belgium was founded in 1904, I want to say. Belgium was founded in 1904. Let me go up here, 1904. The establishment day. Okay, The FA established in 1895. So 1895 adds up to 23. 23 adds up to 5. Founded in a 5-year, a 23-5 year. The final is going to be played on a 23-5 year. So that connects with the time that Belgium established their FA. Okay, it's Netherlands that's founded in 1904. 1904 adds up to 23. 23 adds up to 5. 2021 is a 5-year. This is numerology. This is how you do it. Ronald Koeman, 57 years old in what would have been the Euro competition. De Ligt is 57. It's England that's 57. But you know what else equals 57, everybody? Once I go to the Gematrinator, it is Golden Generation that has Gematria of 57 and 30. It's Golden, it's England that's 57 and 30. Golden Generation it is. The Golden Generation it is. 3 lions there. Gotta go with the brain over the fifis, man. You have to, you have to. Georgino Wijnaldum, 30 years of age. Won the 30-year drought. I mean, so, look, definitely this has to be the reason why we see all these Liverpool players in that final. I'm convinced. Jurgen Klopp wins the title 30 years later. Ronald Koeman, former player, won the Euro in 1988. He's the manager and all. He's trying to win, but it may not be enough. Roberto Martinez is where it's at. 47 years of age. Next year, you know, lost to France. Can he overcome it? It's Crown that has Gematria 73, and English Gematria is born in the year 73. His birthday numerology is 31. It's Wembley that's 31. And his birthday is coming right after the Euro final for next year. Okay, July the 11th, the 2021 is 59 and 39. I will just end. I will end it right here. I'm gonna end this right here. There's one more thing I want to add. We are all good. We are all good. The final is set.